and welcome to the AI Summit in New York. I'm delighted to be joined by Pangeanic, and this is Manuel, who is CEO of Pangeanic. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Susie.
So AI is becoming increasingly prevalent in society, business, everywhere. What do you think are the key challenges and exciting elements we can look forward to?
Let me say AI was here some time ago. We used to
Yeah.
call it technical engineering and engineering solutions. Because of what happened late 2022, we, the public, have been, or the public in general, has been more, has familiarized itself more with AI because it's the first time in history humans have had a cognitive experience with a machine. Okay? We played Nintendos, we played games, we killed Martian invaders, space invaders, etc. But that was just a game. There was little interfacing with a machine. For the first time in history, now we chat with something that maybe hallucinates, doesn't tell the whole truth, or tells something that is not completely right, but sounds incredibly human. And that pops a light in our reptile side of the brain here, and we're shocked because we don't expect that. We don't expect sheep to talk like humans. Therefore, we don't expect machines to talk like humans. It would be even more difficult. And that has taken the world by surprise. Humans have realized for the first time in history that language is not human exclusively. Okay, we've been educated to know the language is what differentiates us from the rest of creatures and beings in the world. Well, that is no longer the case. And there's that opens a lot of possibilities, things that we can do with language tools, creates new opportunities, and also creates failures and disappointments.
And do you think the AI ecosystem will be dominated by a few large players, or how do you think that space also exists for smaller, perhaps more agile players?
Very interesting question. Very interesting question. I think the key word in your question is domination. I hope not. I hope open source becomes the dominant force and driver, and that AI is not proprietary, the property of some companies. See, the fear of AI becoming the property of X number of companies is the Terminator fear that we have in our brains, that AI will dominate us. And these robots will come and kill human beings, and there will be a war. Well, that's not going to happen simply because we're confusing terms there. We're confusing intelligence with the will to dominate. Okay, that is very human, and very often the will to dominate does not. How could I say? The will to dominate doesn't match intelligence. Typically, very intelligent people are quite humble, and people like me, people that run companies, are always happy to employ people that are more intelligent than them because they bring value and they bring resources and assets and knowledge to the company that the CEO cannot have. The CEO is not no CEO is superhuman. And I find the pleasure, it's really rewarding to work with people that are more intelligent than you in many areas. Now, these people typically are not bent on dominating other people. It's people that have that streak or have that will to dominate people that have it. Intelligence is something else. Okay? And here we are creating machines that may be as intelligent or more intelligent than humans. Definitely more scalable. They can work 24 hours as long as they are plugged to electricity, find their work, they don't get tired. All you have to do is change some RAM and more CPUs. So they're more scalable, they're more intelligent, fine. Domination is not part of the equation. It's not what they're trying to do. So we're confusing terms there. Because you're intelligent doesn't mean that you need to or you want to dominate. Okay, that is. Okay, let's take monkeys, primates. Okay, they are driven by a power of domination. Humans are as well. Orangutans don't have it. Orangutans are quite work in a very egalitarian society. You are there, I'm here, fine. As long as you don't eat the sugar cane that I'm eating, I'm okay with you. So, okay, to go back to your question, there is the fear that AI will be dominated by some companies. Yes. Should it happen? No. But nothing should be should be dominated by some companies.
And picking up on that interplay between man and machines, what are people now? Do you think we're just becoming data points?
To a large extent, yes. I'm sorry to say. To a large extent, yes.
Sobering, isn't it? And so what will be the effects of that on the job market?
Whoa. Wow, I didn't expect that one. But it is going to affect the job market. Sam Altman did reflect on this last year, and he said that as AI advances and more jobs can be automated, or large parts or large chunks of labor become AI, become done by AI, there's going to be a lot more free time. So what do you do? Sam Altman is a staunch capitalist. He believes in the power of capitalism a lot. But then he said, well, we'll have to pay these people not to work, or to pay them to become data points.
Right.
So that calls for a universal salary, just because you're breathing, living. Many doors open to many possibilities there.
And just to finish up on hopefully a more positive note, what are you excited about? What's next in AI? What do you think we can look forward to over the next year?
Self-driving, digital twins, assistants that are updated with your latest data. So you've been eating, you loved lentils until today, but today you hate lentils. You switch, okay? So you don't shop lentils, you don't shop for chicken, you don't shop for chocolate any longer. That type of assistants that represent you on your investments, on your meetings with the principal at school for your children, that answer me while you're on a trip to New York, okay? But I still need some data from you, okay? This assistant has enough data from Susie to tell me, Manuel, do this and do that at 2 o'clock Tuesday. That's pretty exciting. And also mobility, self-driving.
So from AI to lentils.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you have a great time at the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Susie.